Alright, so I just finished up a house here in Smallwood, 3 keyed, 3 locks, put 2 deadbolts on the exterior doors. That's done. I did Hewlin, and I did a house out in Narrowsburg this morning. It's like 2:15. I have to go do this 07 Honda Civic. The guy washed his key, and he found the back cover and the front of the key, but he found a couple of pieces of the internals, and there's no chip on the board, can't start the car. So we're going to go to White Lake here. While we're out here, we're going to take care of this. Then we have to go to Liberty. We have to take care of a 19 Jeep Compass. That's where you got to drop the headliner, or you can go in the pillar on the passenger side, either way. And then we got to go throw a couple of combination locks, and I might run a couple of days into one. But let's go take care of this Civic, and I will be back with you here shortly. Alright, so this first car we got here is a Civic. They washed this key. You can see where the chip was in there. I'm going to cut a new key, and they want one plain Jane key. I did pull the cylinder, and this is K574. Hard to see, but that's what's on there. Let me cut this and we'll check it. Alright, so with this Civic, we're going to go Honda, Civic, we're going to go Master, we're going to go to codes, K574. I just want to hold this up against this just to make sure. Yes. Okay, so that is correct. I just hit the stop button there. Hit next again. We'll start with this key. 0. Cut. We'll let this do its thing. We're going to check it in this ignition. He said it's not working real well. Alright, so this key, yeah, it is going bad. This ignition's going bad. You can feel the wafer starting to lock up in there. And this car does have remote start, so hopefully that doesn't interfere with programming. Let me cut the other remote head key and we'll program this. Alright, so I did pull this cylinder out of here to get that code. Just going to pop this thing back in. And set this up and we'll program it. Alright, you guys will have to forgive me on this one. The sun is just blaring in this car. First thing we're going to do, choose Honda. I do have the 2 keys ready here. I'll start with this. And like I said, hopefully that remote start doesn't interfere. Try auto identify. Man, the sun is wicked. Go to key. Yeah, we're gonna have to do all keys lost because we have no chip. And our security light is right there blinking. How many keys do we want? We want 2. Okay. Ignition off. Ignition on. Ignition off. Ignition on with the next key. This ignition is a pain in the butt. This is the problem they're having with this car. There we go. Ignition off. Switch the ignition without changing the key. Mobilizer light is off. Hopefully it stays off because this thing does have that remote start in it. Ignition off. Ignition on. Okay, registration's complete and the light is still off. Let's just hope. Oh, man, this ignition is bad. I am gonna have to oil this thing up. This thing's really bad. Alright, first key is good. Security stayed off. I'm gonna have to brush this key off. Second key is good. Just check this remote. I may have to do, yeah. So to program this remote, let me just open this door and close it. Go on, lock, off, on, lock, off, on, lock, off, on, lock, off, on, lock. It should have programmed. It did. It's just a remote start. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to clean this key up. Yeah, let me clean this thing up. I'll be back. Okay, so this key I did clean up. You can see telltale sign of a Honda ignition going bad. As you see that trace line that starts right there. See that right there? Starts to trace down the key. So that tells you that it's going bad. They've been playing with this ignition. I oiled it up and it works a lot better. So now, if my phone would stop ringing. That key is good. And that key is good. Moving on. Alright, so we took care of that Honda Civic. That was quick and easy. The car really needs an ignition put in it. I told him it's going to leave you stranded. He's just not ready to do it yet. He doesn't know if he's going to keep the car, trade it in, what the heck he's got going on there. But anyway, he's got keys now, and he said he's been jiggling it like that for almost a year, year and a half, somewhere around there. But anyway, we are headed from White Lake here to Liberty now. We are going to do this 19 Jeep Compass. I will be back with you. All right, so we're in a 19 Jeep Compass. No key fob detected. I'm gonna go in that side panel and I'm gonna tap the high and low lines in this, and we're gonna program 2 fobs for this 19 Compass. All right, so with these Jeeps, you cannot use the OBD2 port. So I just take a, what is this, a Matco tool. You just slip this in here, pop this plastic off. There's 3 clips usually that hold this on. Actually, this one's got a bunch of them. And then this piece here can actually come out of here. And you just grab this piece, lift the front out of this first as you're sitting down. And then the back side. And there's one right in this corner that's always usually the pain in the neck. There it is. And now with these plugs, you always want the white one, which is this one here. A lot of guys will tilt these out of here and tap into them. I'm just going to tap in from the back side. It's the on here is the brown with the white trace and the yellow next to one another. Let me tap this. I'll be right back with you. And we are going to tap this with the probes that are going to the auto pro pad. So I did pop this off here just to show everybody. So what you're looking for here, there's that brown wire right there with the white trace with the yellow one next to it. The brown and white get your high line. The yellow one right here
is your low line. So it's these two right here in the center. So brown with the white trace is high line, yellow one is your low line. Let me hook this in, I'll show you. Alright, so that's probed in there. I don't really want to touch it too much. Your red line goes with the brown with the white trace, and your black line goes into the yellow one. Alright, I'm just trying to get an angle on this machine so everybody can see it. This Chrysler Jeep. You're going to select by vehicle. This is a Jeep. This is a Compass, and it's 18 to 20. So your 12 plus 8 connector. Just click OK. We are going to program. Actually, let's read number of keys. It has 2 in it. They may find the other ones because they think that they're in the house. Just older folks. We're going to go to program key and put our hazards on. It's that blinking. What I do with these keys is when I press the button, I keep it right here by the center console. Ignition is off. I'm going to click OK. Alright, now we're going to put this here. I'm going to press the unlock button, one long press, and let go. Program failed. Alright, turn hazards on, switch ignition to off, which it is. Click OK. Smart key, I'm going to start stop button. Press the button one time. I do one press. Okay, so we're going to go to program keys. Hazards are on. I'm just going to open and close this door once so the interior lights do come on in this truck. There we go. It's going to tell us to press the button once, but I take this button and I press it multiple times. I find the sweet spot seems to be down here. Gonna wait it out here, see what happens. Okay, so I guess we'll try this with the IM508 since the auto pro pad keeps failing here. We are going to find Jeep. Do manual selection. This is North America. Compass. 17 to 20. Smart key. Yes. key. Yes. Okay. Do hot function. We're gonna do lost. Start. Ignition is off and the hazards are on already. $58725. Okay. 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 Erasing failed. Try this again. Yes, we'll reread it again. $58725. Okay. Okay. Press and release the unlock button once per 15 seconds and 60 seconds. It's once. It's twice. Three times. Erasing failed. Alright, International, now that you pissed me off, I'm going to put you on center stage. Here's your keys. 17 to 21 Jeep Compass, part number matches. Here's your keys. These are your keys that came in the bag. None of them work, so I got a friend of mine who happens to be a pretty good guy. He's running me up 2 OEM keys, and we're gonna see if they work, and if they do, shame on you.
All right, so while we're waiting for my friend to get here with 2 OEM keys, usually I have them in stock. They just, the place that I normally order from was out of them. So I got 2 from International there that are no good, so apparently it's the keys. So I got a friend of mine, he's bringing me up a couple of OEM keys, and I'm gonna stop back out, but right now I gotta go throw in 1 or 2 1000 series combination locks here in Swan Lake, or I'm going to Swan Lake to put them in, and I'll be back with you here in a little bit.
All right, so this is one of the doors we're gonna be doing. This, what is this, BMP, no name brand stuff. This is getting a combination lock under it, and they're leaving this on there because they're putting a buzzer system in. So the one's going on this door and the other door. I'm gonna install this and be right back with you. Okay, so this door is done. 2, 4, and 3 works. This does have passage mode. This strike plate's staying in there for right now because this is getting a buzzer installed. With this thing, the latch, if you flip this key on the back, that puts this in passage mode, so the latch works all the time. And then, you know, if the kids are going in and out in the summertime and then they want to lock the door down, they just flip the key, and then, you know, the buzzer takes over and it works on Shabbos for them and everything. And that's why I always leave enough room with these things when I put them in, the 7100s. Okay, and this is the next door. I just took the knob out of it. It is back there already. And this is getting the combo with passage here also. I'll be back with you. And this door is done, same as downstairs with the passage mode. And right now it won't retract. Flip the key. Now it'll retract itself. You turn it back. It doesn't function, the latch. We're done here, and I gotta call Ed and see where he is about the keys.
All right, so we just finished with those combination locks. I'm headed back over here to meet my buddy. We're going to, he's bringing up 2 OEM keys. We're going to program them in this this Jeep Compass, and I'll be back with you here in a couple minutes.
All right, so here we are with 2 brand new OEM keys. We're gonna select by, let's go by vehicle, Jeep Compass 18 to 20. We are still hooked in over there. I am gonna put the 4-ways on. Program keys. Okay. Place this near the center console. Press it once. Communicating. Program success. That's that one. Okay. I'm going to go to program keys again. I'm going to place the next one near this selector switch. One press. Communicating. Success. So shame on you, International Key Supply. Stop selling junk. And by the way, I already did, I cut these keys already. The emergency keys was just the SIP22. Read it out, got the code, first shot, and that's done. And now I'm going to show you guys how to put this back together. Almost forgot. I did check it already. one's good. That one's good. And I checked them both separately. But the truck does start. It's only got 15,000 miles on it. Alright, I am going to show you how to put that back together. We'll try this again. Alright, and the way we do this, you just pull these wires right up out of here. This literally slips right back into this, sits there. This piece goes in first, up underneath. I'm going to need my other hand for one quick second. Alright, so then we got this popped back in. This just smacks down. And once we're done, we're going to run our finger around this rubber just to pop it back out. This piece goes in next. Like so. We are going to have to pop the rubber out of there just to make it look better. And then this piece just reassembles. This is literally just going to pop right back into those holes when we're done. Let me just button this up. I'll be right back. Okay, so all this is back together. Everything's popped in. All the rubber is the way it should. We're done with this one. And I believe we're moving on.
Alright, so we got that done. That just goes to show you how well an OEM key works compared to these aftermarket. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good aftermarket keys. Most of them work for the most part. But, you know, when it comes to this Prox stuff and, you know, a few years only, it's so specific and they don't unlock them right and stuff like that. Now to send them back, you got to ship them back. They got to check them and everything else. It's really a pain in the neck. Anyway, it's 6:30 at night. I'm going to head home. I appreciate you guys watching. And if you enjoyed this, leave a thumbs up.